Hello and welcome to the next Let's Play. I'm WikiDoo and this here is Painkiller Black Edition. This here game you might recognize if you ever played Doom because it's quite similar to that. This here is a game that's been made by People Can Fly back in 2004. It's their very first game. And you might know People Can Fly because they've co-developed with Epic Games in today's day and age with Fortnite. But that's a different topic. But yeah, this is their very first game before Epic Games bought the company. So yeah, this here is a very nice combination of, let's say, like a little bit of Quake, a little bit of Serious Sam. Things I'll go ahead and elaborate as we get ourselves started. Right now, let's go ahead and sign the pact. And we'll go and select our first thing. Here we have just the base game, which is Painkiller, and then there's the expansion, Battle Out of Hell, which is why it's called Black Edition. It's the combination of the base game and the expansion, in case you're wondering. And we have 4 difficulties to choose from, as you would expect. What kind of things? There's a lot of intricacies, I probably butchered that word, of what difficulty provides and whatnot. But pretty much for the best balance of gameplay, to start out with, I would say definitely Nightmare. Trauma, the one key difference I want to go ahead and mention about Trauma is that there's a mechanic in the game that allows you to get health, and on Trauma, basically that's cut off from you. There's very rare resources where you're able to get health from certain things like secrets and whatnot. But Nightmare, you'll still be able to get health sources most reliably. And I'll explain more as we go on. So anyway, let's hit on Nightmare and watch the opening cutscene.
Hopefully the traffic won't be bad. Dinner reservations are at 8.
Oh, I can't believe how hard it's raining. We sure picked a great day to celebrate my birthday.
Oh, it's just a little rain. It'll dry. Anyway, we'll be there in no time.
What?
Here, take this.
What's this?
This is who you have to kill.
4 guys? That's it? I just have to hunt down these 4 guys and that's it? I finally get out of here? I finally get to see her again?
Yes, but it won't be that easy. These 4 are generals in Lucifer's army. They're extremely powerful and well guarded by their minion hordes.
I can handle them all, but why has it taken this long? What did I do wrong? Ask him what I did. Ask him why he thinks I deserve this.
He didn't say. I was sent to offer you this chance, and that is all. He has his reasons, and he doesn't have to explain them to anyone. Do this, and you will be pure.
I was pure?
So you say. I'm not here to debate. Do this, and you're free to be with your Catherine again. You were chosen because of your abilities. You've managed to survive this long, and that is impressive. This is what has set you apart from the others, and he thinks that you're the only one capable of pulling it off.
Why doesn't he just take care of this? Why can't you do it?
If he gets involved, the assault we're hoping to prevent might be launched prematurely. And of course, we want to avoid that at all costs. We think they're going to attack soon. He wants you to stop them before they are poised to strike. He wants the profile kept low. So you're going to have to move quickly. Kill the generals, and Lucifer's armies will retreat. Either you take this or you don't. If you don't, I can't tell you when we'll speak again. I know you've been here for a while, and I assume you want to leave. Your time has come. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
Good. Do you need weapons?
I've survived this long, haven't I? I know where to get weapons.
Good. This will help. Drink it. It will help you survive. Now keep that scroll. Use it as your guide and destroy everything that moves. You must move quickly. You must kill the generals before they organize for an attack. We shall speak again soon.
All right, so after that horrible car accident, our main character we're playing right now is Daniel, I believe, and we're trying to get back to Catherine, who's currently in heaven, but right now we're in purgatory, and we need to try to set the thing straight so we'll be able to get to it. So, yeah, we're given the task having to deal with generals of hell or whatnot, and things like that. And we're going to have to go ahead and pretty much do several things. But anyway, yeah, so what the format's going to be like for this Let's Play is similar to how I do it for like the Doom videos, where one video is going to be dedicated to one level and having to complete a certain amount of tasks. Now, as you can see right here, there's several things to take a look at. Gameplay time, monster souls, gold, armors, holy items, ammo, objects, and secrets. So there's a lot. And I'm going to say I'm not going to be 100%ing all of this. I will be doing on some of these. What I'm going to be going for is 100% monster kills, which is probably guaranteed just because a lot of them work in ways you'll see in a moment. 100% tarot cards, and you get them by having to doing certain objectives in each level. And this one is pretty basic. You just have to finish the level. 100% armors, holy items, and secrets. Things such as gold, ammo, objects, and souls, those things can be very easy to pass up. Souls, gold can despawn at some points. Ammo and objects, they're quite tedious. They can be quite numerous. In fact, there's going to be an objective, I'm pretty sure, that's going to involve destroying objects anyway, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting interface as well for selecting it. So this here is to select your chapter. And then on the outer rim is to select the level that corresponds to each chapter, I believe. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got thus far right now. Now I want to go ahead and say one difference when it comes to Nightmare and Trauma is that when it comes to Nightmare, you pretty much get the full package almost when it comes to level selection, because for some reason on Trauma, you don't have access to Chapter 5. I don't know why. Some decision that the devs decide to do. I'm pretty sure there's some sort of patch where you can be able to play Chapter 5 on Trauma. But for pretty much to play the entirety of the levels, almost, is to play on Nightmare. There is one difference on Nightmare. There is one level that is locked on Nightmare for some reason that you can only play on Trauma. So yeah, level complete selections of levels, can't really get to all of them for I don't know why. I guess that's just how the game's designed. I don't know. We might get to that one level that I'm referring to at some point, like a bonus. But as of right now, we've been at this for a while, so let's get started. So just hit the jewel and let's begin. Alright, so immediately you might recognize this weapon if you've watched my Doom Let's Play with Eons of Death, Ultimate Doom 1 that is. You see that I have this here weapon. Yeah, it's coming to you, isn't it? Yeah. This is the Painkiller. First mode being called Pain, and its secondary, Killer. Has some very interesting functionality to it. Let's grab our shotgun, and let's have some fun times. So we're just gonna start bunny hopping like crazy, because you know, because want something to resemble like Quake. And we just take care of these here skeletal warriors, which actually I don't think they're called skeletal warriors, they're more like zombie warriors, which doesn't make sense because, well, there's no meat on them heads. Maybe underneath that armor of theirs, but nah. So yeah, like I said, this is kind of like resembling like Quake just because of the bunny hopping mechanics, as well as the aesthetics of it. It's kind of like Gothic in a sense. So we got that going for us. And also, it does have some elements of Serious Sam, just because you're fighting enemies in waves, and you have to go ahead and defeat them in order to like progress forward, pretty much. Well, maybe not the entirety of Serious Sam can do that. I mean, you can probably technically just go ahead and walk past them if you want to, but you pretty much have, but you fight waves of enemies regardless anyway. See, not only do you have to go ahead and kill enemies, but you also want to go ahead and explore around a lot and having to destroy objects. I mean, not for just 100% completion's sake, but more having to try to get yourself some gold found in the objects. Like right here. And you want to go ahead and grab some gold as much as you can, because you're going to need them in order to equip tarot cards later on. And as for tarot cards, well, you have to complete objectives that is unique to the level that you're playing on. And as of right now, this one's simple. We're just go ahead and having to finish the level. So it's all good. And you just go ahead and find those glowing pentagrams as an indicator of where to go next. If anything, the compass on the top, middle top will tell you what to do. So if you want to go ahead and know a method of having to get yourself some gold other than having to destroy some objects, there's a very interesting way to do that, and it's actually quite encouraged just because how funny it is. So as we kill the last guy, here, let's go ahead and torture you. There you go. Yeah, basically, if you juggle their, like, bodies after already dead before they evaporate, they drop additional gold in the forms of jewelry, and you actually get bonus gold, as you can see by the plus 30. They don't add that to, like, to the red number, but it's right next to it, indicating that it's bonus gold to differentiate what you got from objects and whatnot. So this is probably going to be quite the tedious part a little bit in this Let's Play, where I'm exploring around trying to find some gold. I mean, I could do a more, like, fun method of just, like I just said, having to juggle their bodies for jewelry. Also, if you're wondering how I'm able to do this with the Painkiller really quickly, is I'm using control. Left control, that is binded to using the killer portion of the Painkiller. By the way, some of its functionalities you can hold down on the wall, and while you're still looking at it, it causes a beam, and when any enemies passes through the beam, will just like get zappity zap zapped. So, okay, let's go and get these here, and grab these here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do something here. Let's go ahead and quick save, because this here first secret is gonna be a little bit tricky to do. Well, not really tricky, but you might easily screw it up. You see this pole right here? We're gonna have to climb up it because there's a thing up there. That there's a holy item, and we want that. So let's go ahead and see about trying to knock it down. And there you go. All right, so once it's knocked down, trying to jump up it can be quite difficult. Although I did it on my first try, which is surprising. But you can pretty much get like stuck here for a while if you don't know how to jump to it. But I think a good technique you can do is just, you know, stand right next to it. Hover your cursor between these two things right here, and just rapidly jump up. You're pretty much guaranteed to get up there 100% of the time. Well, maybe not 100%. Anyway, first armor. Hi. Right, gotta keep juggling it. Let's get the bonus cache. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned much about the other weapon, which is the shotgun. I mean, you know, it's your standard shotgun, you know. In fact, I think, like, all the weapons that you have do have a second secondary mode of fire, so... And I think the other one is probably some sort of freezing thing. I don't know. A lot of this game that I'm going to be doing right now is pretty much going to be semi-blind. Like, I'm going to be, you know, rehearsing some of the levels so I know, like, how to traverse and whatnot. Because some of the objectives are going to be quite difficult and, you know, I will need practice. And that right there is probably a Banshee. She screams in your face and it causes your whole screen to go black. Because that's what happens when you get screamed in your face. Causes you to close your eyes because of the cringe of the screaming. I don't know. So yeah, this is what makes it fun. You just go ahead and just jump several times over. This is like this game's mechanic of the bunny hop. So you can just rapidly go around. Ow. And just go ahead and breeze past them as you hit them, collect the souls, and such. There's more than one reason why you want to go ahead and collect your souls. It's not just for health, but it's also something you'll get at a certain particular number. If you know that particular number, well then, good, you've done your homework. There we go. Pretty much want to be doing this constantly anyways if you want to get yourself a good copious amount of souls. But I think there's already been a good number of times where I've kind of passed up on souls anyway because they disappear very quickly if you're not observant enough. So it makes trying to 100% this not all that easy. In fact, pretty much the only things that's worth 100%ing is all the stuff that's below the bar there. See that gold star with that holy item? Yeah. Pretty much are the ones that we want to care about. Things above it, not really. You could if you want to. It's just there for, like, you know, bragging rights. So yeah, Painkiller Black Edition, I think I might have played just a little bit of it, like, a few years ago, and for some reason didn't really continue on that. Then after with the resurgence, well, I wouldn't say resurgence, but like after the latest installment, which was Hell and Damnation, I believe. Kind of piqued my interest a little bit. You know, things like that. Oh, so you gotta love the random ambient screaming going on right now. And I can't get this because I'm over 100. Oh yeah, something you're gonna have to be careful about when it comes to the physics. Depending on like how you break open the object or how you interact with it, it could accidentally cause the object to like fling at a high velocity, and you can get damaged at it by it. Maybe even like one hit KO you. So that's fun times. There we go. All right, what's over here? Okay. For this next here, we're gonna have to be quick about this. See this barrel? Go ahead and push it out of the way. There you go. That's an explosive barrel, because if you're not quick enough, that thing collapses and breaks the barrel, and we don't want that. And let's see if we can grab all those souls here. And hopefully we might make use of it in the next area sometime soon. Alright, is there any more broken objects? I don't see any. Anything that kind of resembles like a giant chalice, you know? I mean, that's what it looks like. It's a giant chalice. A giant stone chalice. Also, like, I love the fog. How it renders that glass there. I'm going to leave that there for now. Enter in here. It's going to block me off at first, but it'll open up immediately because of that. I see. Alright, no Banshee. Also, the Banshees, when they die, they just explode into frickin' stuffs. Oh, I was too slow on that. Okay, now that that mess is clear, let's go ahead and take this barrel, and we're going to push it to the back over here. I'm pretty sure it won't explode when it's like at, I wouldn't know if it'll explode on a high velocity collision of some sort, so kind of take it carefully. Alright, rub it up against here, against this wall. And explode. Next secret. This is what I mentioned earlier about like some other rare resources, like in trauma difficulty if you're trying to find health. There's things like that, so yeah. Really, that difficulty is just asking for you just like don't get hit. And I don't think that'll call for like in this Let's Play. I mean, if you're looking for like a pure 100%, there is already a playthrough on that, so if you want to get your fix on that. Me, I'm just wanting to go for like some partial completion. Also, that's pretty great. If they're beheaded, they can just do a spin. Just be fancy about it. Quite the ballerina they are. Alright, time to surf. Oh, here we go. We're getting close to 66. And this thing is fun. You're just invincible. You just one-hit KO. Pretty much most monsters, I would say. Alright. I think I passed up on some over here while I was still in demon mode. But yeah, that's the other thing. You go into demon mode when you do that. And because of the fact that if you're on trauma and not getting the souls, you won't be able to go into demon mode at all. So like, where the hell is the fun in that? Yeah, that's why I don't want to do trauma. You only want to do trauma if you want to be somewhat bored but have a challenge. Hey, Crow. Alright, was there any other breakable objects around here? Yeah, really, if you want to be able to get, like, all of that, all the ammo, you have to, like, waste ammo in order to pick up the boxes, which, me being a very conservative guy when it comes to using ammo, why would you do that? I'm definitely not down for that at all. Oh, they're not one of those usual chalices. Like hippopotamuses. Anyway, what you saw in there was a big box, which was an ammo box. Which is good, because it gave me a little bit of ammo on everything, which includes the secondary fire on the shotgun, which is the freezing thing. Alright, so, second secret, same idea. Let's go ahead and take this barrel and try to push it. It's very finicky sometimes. And what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and push it right there. Very oddly specific wall, yes. In fact, I don't think there's anything indicating it, that you can do this. The devs can be quite tricky-dicky. Put it right there. Breaks open the wall. Additional ammo boxes. I love that. And next area. Let's go and take a moment to do some more of that juggling of the enemies when they die. Provided that I have a good opportunity to do that. Whee! Yeah, having to spam that painkiller like that is your best option, really. You see? The game encourages you to be silly like that. You actually get rewarded for it. Who doesn't want to play a game that rewards you for being silly? Alright. How are we doing for normal gold count? Oh, we're over 300, which is nice. Oh yeah, by the way, fun fact about the gold count is that when you grab holy items, those are worth 100 coins. So that's a good reason why you want to get holy items. It's not just for like, oh, it's a shiny thing. Again, gold does serve a purpose later when you go ahead and get yourself some tarot cards. Anyway, in here, another glorious ammo box. I should probably go ahead and show off the secondary fire for the shotgun. May not be such a bad idea. Alright, let's try it on you. Yep, and it freezes them. Oh god! They're tossing explosive barrels everywhere. Oh, better grab these. Always gotta have a lot more stuffs. Also, there's a piece of gold in there, which I can't get. Yeah, which is why there's not really a good guarantee you'll get every gold, because if they're in a hard to reach spot, like if there's like an object you destroy that gets gold from it, and if it's in a hard to reach spot, there's a reason why that trying to get 100% on gold is like completely stupid, pretty much. I think I might have seen a little bit of infighting right there. He just kind of sliced the other guy's head off, I think. Maybe. Yep, he's doing that again. Ballerina dance. Also, quite the killer soundtrack. Always gotta have metal in everything. Everything in something demonic. That's quite a hefty amount of bonus gold we got on that one. What are we doing with everything else? Yeah, a lot of the ammo I've been ignoring and objects pretty much, so we're not really going to focus on those. Anyway. Final thing, and here's I guess a sub-boss. Again, speeding around like this, that's pretty much part of the fun in all this. Also collapsing objects, so better be careful. Here, we're gonna take care of some of the lackeys first. Because you wanna know a good way of taking care of the big guy? Hang on a sec. We need to get rid of the other guys. I believe these guys with the shields, they're called skeletal warlords or zombie warlords, I forget. Alright, wanna know how to take care of this guy? Like that. Can I get it? Please? Oh god, I juggled them too high. No, I did not get it. Yeah, juggled them too high, you just can't get it. My bad. But yeah, in any case, I set out what I wanted to do. Getting all monsters killed, armor's holy item secrets. And of course, by just finishing the level, I get the tarot card out of that. By the way, the entirety of the level does open up to you, from what I can tell. So you'll be able to backtrack to find anything you probably missed. I've only missed like 3 objects, so I guess I'm doing okay for myself. But anyway, that's it for this level, which is called the cemetery, by the way. And that's all the goods. Sweet. And with it, we have unlocked a black tarot card, which is, I believe is a passive card, or a gold card. I forget which one. And in order to access that, let's go over to this. We take that. I don't think we put them in that slot. I think it's right here. Ah, that's categorized as a golden card. Okay. I guess they're all just all called black tarot cards. So yeah, that one specifically was a gold card, which is something that you activate at one time per level. These here in these slots, I think they're called silver tarot cards, which are all up in this row. The gold ones are down here at this bottom row. Silver are the ones that are passive. Gold ones is the one that you activate. And of course, it does have a cost having to activate it within your slot. And you can withdraw it to get some of the money back. But of course, full cost if you need to re-equip it. So that's the amount of gold that I have, which is a good amount to start out with. But that's it for this right now. So next time we're going to be tackling the Atrium Complex, which, you know, when it comes to doing the objective, I do have to destroy all objects in that one. So that one's going to be quite hard to take a look at for the next one. So, yep, that's it for level 1 of chapter 1. So next time, level 2 is the Atrium Complex. So with that, I'll see you all next time.